Welcome back to crypto's juiciest news. $102,000 Bitcoin price. We are still healing from the dreaded news that China have made AI more accessible to the rest of the world, which is kind of funny now that we think about it. Is that really true? Yes, it is, friends. Do you remember when Donald Pump released his meme coin, and then on the inauguration, pretty much as Melania Trump launched her coin, this thing just dumped into the oblivion floor? Well, that's exactly what happened with AI and the China DeepSeek. So pretty much, now that NVIDIA exists, another coin basically gets launched out there in the world. It's not really, there is no coin to trade. It's just the market valuation allocation. It knows that, oh, this thing exists now, and there's only a certain number of dollars that is in the system. Let's say there's only $500 billion or whatever that's actually allocated there. And now that DeepSeek exists, they're like, oh, wait a minute. If the industry's worth $500 billion, and this thing used to be $500 billion, but this thing now exists, well, this thing should be now $450, and this thing should be $50. That's pretty much what they do. But they can't buy that DeepSeek thing, so they just sell off the NVIDIA, and they pretty much, they really allocate stuff like that. Isn't it amazing that even in the stock market, even though you can't directly relate or rotate to something else, it's still effective at pricing itself as a mechanism, isn't it? It's pretty cool when it comes to how it works. Cool and also pretty annoying as well when it comes to it. Now, this is the 4-hour Bitcoin price chart. We are still waiting for resolution. Can we please go up? That's all we're doing here, waiting and praying and wishing. I do have some great news though. The weekly candle, I mean, look at it, friends. You would not think China AI, China government trying to ruin our bull market again. You would not think all that pain was in this tiny, shitty little candle, would you? That's exactly, it's telling you that China is not going to be able to stop this bull market. That's how I interpret this stuff out here. The monthly candle for Bitcoin is still green. How high are we going to go this year? A question on everyone's mind. Or is it going to be extended? Not so sure about that. The global 4-year liquidity cycle, all they've done is change where they're going to allocate the money to. Nobody has ever spoken about the bond duration from the Treasury. Are they going to change it? No. And just to let you know, if they were to change it, it would be a faster cycle, most likely. Just to remind you that. So if the cycle was to change for crypto, it wouldn't, like, I know we would think by default it should be longer. No, it would actually might be shorter, because the 4 years is the average duration of the bonds, right? Basically the government's credit card. But when you become more financially sick and you're running out of money, you usually can't pay off that thing later. You have to pay it off earlier and earlier, because you have to borrow more money aggressively. So instead of like maybe you've got a debt to some bikies or something, you owe them like 30 grand. Okay, you go to the bank for that. Okay, so then basically now you got another debt. You go, hey, you still owe us like $20,000 now. And you're like, oh crap, I've exhausted the bank account and that took me a month to get the credit. Oh, now I've got to go ask my cousin. Now my cousin's got to front me 20 grand, you know? And then another debt comes like, hey, you owe us 10 grand, but you've got to give it to us literally by tomorrow morning. We're going to shoot you dead. So then you got to start robbing people. You literally go rob your neighbor. You're like, oh, don't worry, I'll pay it back. You see what I mean? That's what would probably happen to the US economy if this debt thing keeps spiraling. And by the way, the debt thing will spiral. It's just interesting how you have the DOGE, which is the Elon Musk, that government department, friends. I've heard people talk about the numbers. It's unfixable. It's literally unfixable. There's something like 2.5 trillion that they got to get rid of, and if they cut super aggressively, they get rid of like 60 billion. It's ridiculously low. It's like if you like super aggressively get rid of these workers, fire 30% of these people, it's basically unfixable at this point. We all know, friends. That's why crypto, no matter who's in charge, we're destined to pump eventually. Now we have to check out that others BTC. It is still sinking into the floor. That if you got any WOG parents, friends, that's exactly how they say thinking. They go, I am thinking about something. So we are still sinking into the floor. What's going on? Well, like I said, maybe we're just predestined to repeat 2017 cycle, which would mean we peak in January of 2026 for Altseason Wave number 2. And then if you go to January here, if you roll back 220 days, that would be June peaking here. It's funny, right? June. And then if you roll back there 100 days, where would it start to run? It starts running up in pretty much March after the blood moon. So that's if it repeats exactly 2017 cycle to the days, which gives you a bit of solace. You're like, well, it looks like it's going down now. I know, look, I didn't know it was going to repeat 2017. And friends, I spent 2022 and 2023 assuming that 2017 was never going to be on the cards ever again because you had too much new people coming in and people were really in the early majority of crypto. They really thought it's pragmatic. We're all early and stuff out here, and you really were early. But I guess Donald Pump is ushering in some sort of new wave. But here's the thing, the returns, we're not going to get the returns. You know you're not going to get 100x from all your altcoins from here. We know that. Others is not at 3 billion anymore. It's at a couple of 100 billion. You know, it's not. It used to be like 1 or 2 billion for the entire others index, which is funny. And then it grew 150x. But this is what we're looking for, friends. We're looking for, if we're going to repeat 2017, and we don't have to, but we're going to repeat 2017 just like 2021. There is this Altseason Wave 1, and those are great times, friends. If you want to take it back to those times, it's so amazing.
Let's take it back to a time when we were so much in love, baby.
Really,
Ooh, yeah.
it really does feel like that when you just look at this time. You're like, can we please do something like this, please? But what was the common denominator back then? It was Ethereum. That's what it was. XRP did the job, by the way. So it was XRP and ETH. But it was ETH that actually led everything up. But it was XRP moving with it. So like maybe another alternative universe, parallel, XRP is not moving and ETH is the one moving. This is just the one we get given today. Now we check out PulseCoinList with Sommi mode here. Let's activate Sommi mode. We have PulseChain core coins. They're still going sideways. I know, like, slightly green, but friends, I'm pretty sure everyone knows now we're like really still offside from 4 years ago. It's pretty much been 4 years ago, just round it up, you know what I mean? Just because when you sacrifice for PulseChain with me, Ethereum was $1,800, $1,800. So Ethereum is almost a 2x higher, and so that's how you chart it. You just chart the Pulse ETH ratio. We need about, oh my gosh, we need a 3.4x. Almost a 4 just to get to break even. And that brings you back to the launch price, May 2023. And it also brings you back to July 2021 price. July 2021, man. So remember, this hurdle rate, that's a ratio, okay? So if Ethereum's price doubles, then Pulse has to move up higher to move up on this ratio, doesn't it? But it should all work out because there's a lot of liquidity to move around. So obviously it makes everybody upset, but like what can you do, man? Like, that's it. Like, of course, yes, we wanted to be on top of the world, but we're not. We're still suffering. Like, hope you learned this lesson for life, by the way. I know you have. I know you have learned this lesson for life. Don't buy anything remotely high. Ever. You never know when the party's over. You never know. In fact, you didn't even get a chance to get out for PulseChain. It was just, you buy high, one way in, see you later. Okay, so it's almost a perfect trap when you think about it, you know? One day we'll do it again. One day Richard will do it again with a wallet sacrifice mysteriously at the end of this year. So you never know how these things play out, friends. Yes, PulseChain is still red on the weekly super trend. We're waiting now. It's any moment now, hopefully. Judge Anzi Carroll is meant to deliver a court ruling based off the court with Richard Hart versus the SEC. If there's like a partial dismissal, it's great because it basically, I think kind of the gist is, she doesn't want to just throw it all out, but she might do partial dismissal with a really long essay hinting to the SEC, don't bother wasting the next 2 years because you're going to lose. It's basically a full dismissal, but it's like, hey, we're going to still be fair. If you really, 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 really think you want to take this home, we'll let you waste the next 2 years if you really want to go home with it. Okay, so the price is still cheap. Also, friends, when it comes to those ratios, you want it to be higher, but it's also conviction. So if you have any DCA money, this is the glass half full. The orange juice is half full in the cup, right? If you have any DCA money still, you know, some of you are getting cheeky with leverage as well, which is understandable. Yeah, DCA money, people going in. That's why I have full conviction. Pulse is still cheap as hell. You know, that's what you want. Even though you're like, oh, I wanted to go up and everything else, but here's the thing, man. I don't care about, you know, how people feel. Like, I care about the result in the next 12 months. So if they're buying something high, like, for example, Can you guarantee me, now watch where you answer this, can you guarantee me Soylana's a great buy up here? Now, here's the thing. You're probably saying, yeah, Sommi, of course it is. No, okay. Yeah. Well, think about it. All 450,000 people are saying that still, that it's a great buy. Donald Trump just launched his meme coin here. Okay, Donald Trump, meme coin founder on Soylana. I'm just thinking about this. What if this thing comes back down and they're all complacent? By the way, what's that vertical line? That is the big FTX unlock for Soylana. And by the way, I've got some more news on that just to let you be aware that they are actively, Binance is apparently suppressing the price, but they're not. It's actually just people front running. I'll show you later. Now, going through some epic news, friends. So we still have, look, Ethereum is still poop. Third cycle curse. Man, oh man, I ain't touching anything. Oh, I hope you found this. Highest value content in crypto. It's not even remotely close. Look at the odds of you doing well in a third cycle of a coin. It has been trash every time except Doge. Okay, yeah. So okay, out of like what 30 coins, one got the unicorn treatment in the third cycle. One, not even Bitcoin did well in its third cycle. It got scammed by China government in 2021. Not even Bitcoin couldn't hit that 100K, the one that everybody was so certain of. Yeah. So just think about this for the next cycle. What's going to be in the third cycle next cycle? Soylana, Chainlink, heaps of layer one chains, right? Cardano's in the third cycle right now. Third cycle next, there's going to be a lot. FTM, like pretty much everything in its second cycle now. Everything in second cycle now is going to be the third cycle next one. So Shiba Inu will be there. Oh man, it's going to, at least you now know. And that's your advantage and your edge. So it's not saying one thing's not going to move up. One of them will do okay, but it's just depending on the odds, man. Now, I've got some cool news, right? Internet Money, friends. So Internet Money is a PulseChain native wallet. And they did this announcement where, so shout out to Internet Money and Brother KG. Done this announcement. You can now buy PulseChain and 21 other chains directly on Android, your iPhone, or Google Chrome with your debit or credit card, bank account, and Google or Apple Pay. So that's awesome. So they are helping adoption on the chain, which is fantastic. Remember, Brother KG has been building this whole time. It's wonderful. They do this. This is what you want, fans. You just want like this Fiat Onramps. But what I've noticed is, I'm sure you've noticed it as well, the people still not in crypto now, they have very little patience. So they really cannot be bothered going to an exchange and putting money. They've had so many chances to in the past 10 years, and they've just ignored it every time. Even 2021, it didn't even phase them, you know? So it better be super fast. Like, they better be able to just go to one website in 5 seconds and then like just put the money in and they have a wallet, you know? What would also help big crypto adoption is if Tim Apple released a native crypto wallet for Bitcoin and Ethereum in the Apple phone. If everyone had in their Apple Pay, you actually had your own wallet. And it was like and you could unlock it. Maybe there's some way to unlock it. Maybe you got to solve some questions. You know what I mean? Just to make sure people understand what the hell they're doing. So that would be fantastic. Also, what would help crypto adoption is if your bank allowed you to store your Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not that you're going to do it. You better not do that. But that would help everyone else out there. But that might be like that final euphoria wave. And you don't want to be holding in the bear market after that. But yes, we'll see. So congratulations to Baby Doll KG for these friends. They're all making ground. All these, I've noticed that this Fiat Onramp, it was not. You didn't want a Fiat Onramp like years ago. That means it's over. The game's over, you know. But a lot of people now, they're like really want this Fiat Onramp. They want it to be smooth and faster. And like it's the late retails coming in, dude. It's the late retails coming in. It's kind of like with Facebook, yeah. If you use Facebook now, you're like, oh, I want it to be fast. I want it to be seamless. I want it to be on my phone. I'm like, yeah, but you've got grandma and grandpa there now. The best time to use Facebook was when you had to go to a website. You could barely log in because it was going down because of the traffic. That was the early days of Facebook when you're just a college kid and you just want to go play checkers with another girl. Maybe you're going to Miami, maybe you're going to party. You meet up with Jessica and Tanya. And you know what? They got 3 other friends too. Guess what? That's a party. That's a Tuesday night party to me. We eat popcorn and play checkers, discuss Shakespeare. That's a party, friends. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in Miami. All of it happens because of Facebook. That's what Facebook early days was used for. Facebook was de facto Tinder back in the day. That's how it started, you know. And then it was slower. Couldn't do it in pictures. It was like weird to move around. And now, you know, it's data. Just learn how to use it to like see that you're online. And she comments with like, you know, size 82 font. the big, like, you know, there's like the angel, the Cupid, and the big, you know, Sammy Chico also does it from the from PulseChain community. You know, those big kissy noise stuff. Yeah, that's grandma stuff. You know what I mean? I love you so. But you know, that's the old boomer stuff. It's really, really cute. The big flashy stuff. Yeah, that's what Facebook is filled of now. You know, so you don't want to be in crypto when it's all seamless anymore. Like, even though we will be, just the growth. You're not getting 50% growth rate in your Bitcoin anymore. You know, maybe you're getting 20%, which means altcoins are getting way less as well. I also want to give a special shout out to my friend Wookie. Wookie is showing the Ethereum Foundation how it's done. Okay, so here he is, training very hard, watching your friend Sommi, actually Detective Sherlock Sommi to you, showing him tomorrow's leg day. Don't skip it. Ethereum Foundation also, unfortunately, they're still dumping and doesn't look good. Now everyone says, oh, Sommi, it's only $100,000 per day. Bro, listen to me, okay? It's optics. The president is buying your bags and you're thinking of the exits. Why don't you use your own freaking chain and use DeFi to borrow on your shitty little $100,000 so you don't have to dump it, okay? Borrow on Aave and freaking get the money out yourself to show you're actually using it, the benefits. Ethereum Foundation. You know what, friends? Some people, they're just born to sit in that hotel cuck chair. You know which one I'm talking about, okay? Every chair that faces the bed in the hotel, this chair, dude, this is the cuck chair. You're just sitting and watching. Sitting, watching, like, oh, you know, that's an interesting noise. Oh, she's definitely faking that one. Oh, a third party joined. Is that a camera over there? Why wasn't I invited? You see, these are the struggles of a cuck chair occupant. That is Ethereum Foundation right now. Where are the push-ups? Ethereum Foundation has 200 people in it, by the way. I heard Ivan say it's too many people. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe that's one in every country. There's 196 countries. But then I thought, oh, wait a minute. They probably actually, like, make their opinion matter. And I'm like, oh, no, then now we... You guys got to do something, dude, because right now this ETH BTC, we're just looking at a retracement, friends. But that's still okay. I mean, like, ETH BTC here, if we get there, that's still like a $13,000, $14,000 ETH if Bitcoin is 200K. But you know what? I don't even want to jinx that. I don't want to jinx that at all, okay? Also, friends, Twitter, some of you guys call it X. Why did you change the Twitter name, dude? Twitter partners with Visa to offer direct payment solutions to Twitter. So, obviously, Visa, old school, trash, no one cares. But it's adopted everywhere. And it's really good, friends, because the more Fiat Onramps they get in, these rails get built, there's wallets, this is what you want. Just imagine Twitter lets you hold an ERC20 capable and a Soylana account address on your account. Oh my gosh. What's that going to be? Now you're chatting to everybody. Now you can send people stuff. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That will be big. And then you just pay a fee. Remember, you're paying a fee to Twitter to do it. Everyone will do their transactions on it. Everyone. Because then, friends, you have your friend. Let's say Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob, he's got calves that are the size of your head, okay? Never been in a gym in his life. Big checkered shirt. He's always on the barbecue. Got to make sure there's a bit of charcoal on there, friends. I like my stuff a bit burnt. You know what I mean? That's Lebanese style. So, he doesn't understand what this crypto Ponzi is, but he's got about $2,000. You know, he's like, oh, my hairdresser told me to buy gold, but it hasn't moved in 10 years. Does crypto go up? And you go, yeah, more. It does go up. You make him a Twitter account. There you go. Okay. He's not gonna go to Coinbase, get KYC'd. They don't know who this guy is. They go, dude, are you Mr. Olympia? I haven't seen calves like that, even on, you know, the greats. So these are the type of problems that happen to you for everyone out there to get in. Yeah, so the more like accessible these wallets are, that's where pretty much it's game over for the non-believers at that point. Now, I've got some sweet justice news, friends. This is sweet, sweet, sweet justice. Okay, so there's this tool called DogWifTools. You see that word? DogWifTools. DogWifTools is a software used by many scammers to bundle launches and other things. It is the #1 tool used by ruggers. So what you'll find is, friends, a lot of these scammers, they are literally just like, they're just like little kids in like, or just losers out there in Dubai. Just all around. It doesn't matter where they are. Just all these other scammers, they're just all these hot spots flexing watches and stuff out here, Instagram. It's actually those people. A lot of them are actually scammers and grifters. There's also a lot of people they don't show their face at all, of course that, but you get the point. Just be extremely careful. And now, hey, look at this. You can get this too. Buy this coin, you know. Which, yeah, that's why it's the Richard Hart tactic. You know what I mean? Now, DogWifTools, look at this. If you see tweets today of someone losing a lot of money or wallet drains, it basically means that someone they ran a bundled rug before. So there have been people in Twitter, they lost all their money. And they're like, oh no, I got rugged. You know, I got hacked. It turns out they basically put a siren on themselves, a light. Turns out they got compromised by these DogWifTools. So a white hat community hack. So remember, black hat is someone with bad intentions. I think white hat is somebody with good intentions. Somehow they were able to compromise these DogWifTools and go and backdoor access all their PCs. And heaps all around the world of scammers' ID, photos, exchange passwords, they were all taken. And then what did these people do? They logged into the exchanges, started draining their accounts, withdrew money. A lot of these people just got rugged from the exchanges out here. Now you're probably wondering, Sommi, how did they log into the exchanges without their ID? Because they're ruggers, they're using fake ones. They're using fake ones, or they're using their face with a different name and stuff out here. That's why they can't do anything about it. So this is sweet justice. Okay, the white hat community managed to steal IDs and pictures of thieves, maybe via backdoor Trojan, and have been draining their exchange wallets. This is justice all over. So this is one person. My Coinbase just had a suspicious login attempt, and then an email, and all my funds were just sent out. So as you get to see, friends, so people, this is hilarious. They literally stole all the pictures and IDs on local computers of ruggers and draining their CEX accounts. Oh man, so many bundles who rugged endless projects the last 2 years are getting drained. So yeah, man, it's people who've rugged stuff. See, friends, when they rug, this is what happens. Because they are short-term, impulsive, cockroach gut losers. I can't even call them humans at this point. They like tend to forget of all their evil sins. So after a month passes, because it's just so short term, they forgot like, oh, you know, you've been stepping on people for like the past 2 years, right? You deserve to burn in hell and right there forever. They completely forget about it. So that's why they just type stuff. They're like, oh yeah, I got rugged or whatever, and then like everyone's thinking like, wait a minute, like weren't you involved in a couple of these weird projects where they just rugged to zero? So that's what they do. They bundle stuff, friends. What's bundling? On the first transaction, they buy the token like 50 to 80% of supply, which I guess is okay if the token does well. The problem is all the scammers do it. So if you are in something bundled, you just got to make sure, do your homework. That's it. Make sure, hey, are you guys leaving in a day, or are you going to be here longer than that? That's what it's up to you to figure that stuff out. But yeah, that's unfortunately the de facto strategy from these poopy heads, and I'm glad they've got justice. And that's why we're still going to crank it.
Let's take it back to a time when we were so much in love, baby. Ooh, yeah.
Having a lot of fun with you, my friend. Did I ever tell you that you are caught by my Pokeball? Can we please pump, man? Come on, bro. It's February, man. Come on. But yeah, also to tell you, I don't like admitting this, but yeah, January was usually a pooper month in every Bitcoin bull year, like to the T. It was always the pooper month. It's just in our January, we didn't even get a spike up of Bitcoin. It just fizzled down. It's just the altcoins still haven't moved. Now, I've got some key information, friends. DogWifHat is on key support and the poster child for meme coins on Soylana. So I'm just going to show you the chart. This is DogWifHat. It's around near $1. This price is near $1 now. Remember, DogWifHat did a 40,000x. Okay, Shield by Ansem at 100k market cap went to 4 billion. 40,000x. I mean, it's so wild. In like 60 days, it flipped the entire PulseChain. That's just how big these moves get. Meme coins, right? And everyone was like, DogWifHat. And like, there are some, I want to use the word rude, but they're just little like, you're a Generation Z kid, dude. Like, I can't take anything you do seriously, okay? You sit in the cuck chair and then you freaking do a Twitch stream about it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be taken seriously. How are you going to breed the future generation of this world? You can't. You can't be a little Generation Z cuck. You understand? You got to escape the matrix. If you are in Generation Z, you have to think to yourself, okay, why do these kids enjoy being cucked so much? Just think. What's going on here? They've been like demasculated. Testosterone levels through the floor. Too many things are just going wrong here. They can't make decisions for themselves. They celebrate, just so you know, Generation Z, they don't celebrate alpha male. Top of the pack leader. They don't celebrate that. They celebrate Sigma, which is like, I'm over here by myself. I make decisions for myself and I'm a serial killer. That's Christian Bale. That's a Patrick Bateman type of stuff. They celebrate this different stuff. Now, I thought, oh, cool, you're a serial killer, which means, sweet, you'll be chopping up bodies. But it's kind of that. You're not the evil, violent, psychopath serial killer from the like 1990s in American gangster rap. You're not that serial killer. You're the sexual insecurity serial killer. You like wear lipstick. You got like that blonde fizzled hair. And you like dance in your garage on Friday nights. And you know what I mean? Like you take the skin off the pig and you put on the head. You know, you do a lot of weird stuff and blood rituals. Just like really, really, really strange. They're that serial killer vibe out here. Like, I don't know if you ever watched like Silence of the Lambs stuff, friends. That's a celebration of the Generation Z stuff. Now, what's that got to do with Soylana? It's got everything to do with Soylana. The whole Soylana chain is Generation Z. It's built for Generation Z. It's, I love this coin for these 15 minutes. Then I'm going to move to something else that I love for 15 minutes over and over and over again. Now, DogWifHat with the McDonald's hat. There's meant to be a DogWifHat spear. This is funny. Udi, did DogWifHat outperform ETH at least? Yes, friends. Yes. Just literally existing on this earth and not being long anything, you're outperforming ETH. Now, I'm watching DogWifHat now actively rug in real time. This is funny. It's 2 week chart. Just put on the daily, just see what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's meant to be a support. Look, I don't know, man. Just, let's see. Okay, you're down 78%. Dude. Let me give you some free, friendly, non-financial advice. 78% on a Soylana coin ain't cheap, brother. They cheat $6 out of the liquidity pool, dude. Okay, if they really believe in this thing, you get it at 40 or 50 cents. It doesn't have to get here. But by the way, when it gets there, you don't believe in it anymore. You don't, because the Soylana's done at that point. That's why I'm telling you, DogWifHat was the poster child of the memes on Soylana. Now that DogWifHat is like literally bonked, it's giving you an idea that there's finally, after all these 15 plus months, Soylana has finally received exhaustion of buyers. And it's no surprise, it stopped moving up on the Sol ETH ratio despite the US president making his own meme coin. Now, it doesn't mean Soylana goes down anything. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It's a balance of probabilities, okay? Do you want to hold max long on Soylana still when the president already launched a meme coin and the fuzz is done? Freddie Kroiger, Wall Street guy, literally launched the coin and rugged, potentially as a bottom signal and as a top signal, and he became like a Soylana believer from a Bitcoin maxi. And DogWifHat, the poster child coin that went up in the first place, that's now gotten crushed down 78%. Do you want to hold 100% of your bags in? That's what you have to assess, friends. I don't know the answer in the future. I think it's wise, though, to just think about, okay, in the next 12 months, okay, there is a greater than 1% chance that it's not Soylana that's going to move next in terms of the activity and the season and stuff ahead. That's what it is. So you got to account for something like that. You know, some people might choose 50-50. You have to choose whatever you want. And also, you got the FTX unlocks as well. So that's another big news. Soylana is unlocking $12 billion of Sol, which friends, I found there's a guy, bro. If you're listening out there, I'll find this post. You are a sitting duck. Okay, you are a sitting duck. And I'm just going to show you the posts here. There's many, many of them like you. So you have Mr. Marty Party. I think he's an okay guy, Marty Party. Now, Marty Party. Binance continues sending millions in Bitcoin, ETH, and Sol to Wintermute to market sell on its exchange. They are the only entities selling digital assets and drawing charts. So he's just showing that. He says, I'm showing you that nobody is selling but the market makers. Yeah, but something going on here, friends. A big part of it's Sol. There's a big part of Sol. Like big amounts. Look at this. Sol, greater than $1 million dump. being sent there, 20,000 sold, bang, 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 all the VCs, friends. And like everyone's like saying, and it wasn't just them, there's other posts here, they're specifically referencing Soylana's being suppressed. Soylana's being suppressed. Oh, I'm like, look, bro, yeah, I mean, you sound very inspirational to me. Why? Because this is interesting. So if you are looking at this objectively, okay, you take the rose-tinted glasses off. You're like, okay, wait a minute. So you're telling me you ran up 11x against Ethereum, 1,000% in a bear market when Ethereum hasn't even broken its all-time high. That's how strong Soylana was. You did this for literally, you went up only for 18 months. One of the longest runs ever. I'm not even joking. Literally one of the longest runs ever. The president launched a meme coin up here. Okay. All of this has happened, and you have $13 billion of unlocks in this zone. 2.5 billion must be market dumped immediately for FTX. And instead of saying, I wonder if we've run out of buyers. I wonder what the odds are. Instead of thinking anywhere near like that, people have said, you know what? Manipulation. So much manipulation right here. So manipulated. Like, dude, you know the playbook, dude. How long have you been in crypto, bro? You know the playbook. Make the most amount of noise around the unlocks. Get all the KOLs to shill. And then dump in the background on spot exchanges. Everyone knows that. We all know that. What's happening right now? They're literally doing the playbook right now as we speak. And it's just interesting. Everyone goes, manipulation. Okay, bro. Yeah, you are. It was manipulated up and down. How about that part? But no one really cares about that part, friends, because, you know, like, people aren't here to make money. They're here to chase dopamine, you know? So if you are even suggesting that, hey, you know, maybe Donald Trump's meme coin was a top signal, maybe it was. You gotta put the odds on that. I'll tell you right now, it's greater than 0% that it was a top signal. Yeah. It could be 30%. Okay, that means you should shave off 30% of your bags and buy, I was going to say ETH. They should buy ETH. They're not going to. They're too scared. Buy Bitcoin and then deploy later. See what I'm saying? Look, don't worry about doing all this meticulous micromanagement stuff because, like, dude, you're literally up only for like 1.5 years. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to happen to you. There's not even enough time for the bull market there. So this part is done for them. Now, to nobody's surprise, more celebrities have launched coins and rugged. This is Bhad Barbie. Let me know if you saw her OnlyFans. I don't even know if it's legal, to be honest. Is she over 16 yet? I'm sure she is by now. It's been a long, long, long time. Remember her, friends, when she went, how about that? How about that? You know that girl showing on Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil me up on stage. Family-friendly show. You can't do that anymore. Now, Bhad Barbie shared a contract just for a meme coin. Went to 9 million market cap. And they made the news. They go, oh, Bhad Barbie. Friends, I was literally, I'm not joking, okay? I was hanging a willy wee in a public urinal. Yeah? And no one was in there. So I've got my phone out. And I saw it appear. And I said, I wonder what the coin price is right now. It better not be a rug. So I'm wee-weeing, unfortunately, you know, I wee-weed a bit of myself. Because you're moving your phone. You move your phone, some droplets. One angle difference screws everything up. You know what I mean? So now I'm really invested in finding out the prices, just weed myself a bit. So I check it out. And I'm like, oh, you rugged already, bro. You rugged already in like 45 minutes. I've weed myself and, oh my gosh. The soap that they had, friends, I don't think that was soap, dude. That's like industrial grease. I don't know what that is. That's like truck engine oil. You ever smell that soap, friends? It's a McDonald's soap, if you ever smelled. I think that's soap, dude. That's not cleaning anything. You know what I mean? You just squirting it out of the bowl. You're cleaning the bowl just by getting it out there, whatever the hell's going on. So this thing just like rugged straight away. You know, that ain't care, dude. That ain't care. They rinse people their whole lives. Very, very sad. And then you think, hey, catch me outside. How about that? Yes. Catch me with a new pair of pants because I just weed myself. Well, that wasn't the end of it, though. You're thinking, Sommi, was that the last celebrity? No. No, it wasn't. Now, do you know this GIF, friends? Supa Hot Fire black guys. Do you know these guys? They have that GIF here where they go, oh, they do that. Well, they launched a meme coin. Okay, they actually launched a meme coin. Here's their video. They go and they said, hey, yo, we just burned the tokens. And they go, oh, they actually do that in the video. That's what they say right here. It's actually that guy. Yeah, so they launched a coin. Let me see. I haven't checked it in a day. I think maybe they're cool. They didn't even have that many followers. They had like 500 followers on Twitter. So which means they kind of like almost made the account. They just made the account to do it. Now, immediately after launching, they had dumped $450,000 worth. So they just, look, see, this is what happens. Like, it's not, they're not evil per se. It's that Soylana Kids are inherently retarded cucks. There's no other explanation. Like, this is, bro, we have 47 celebrity coins have gone down to 0. You're now buying number 48. But then I look at it, I'm like, oh, they're literally using 1 minute candles. Yeah, they literally, they do not care that this thing's not going to be around tomorrow. Friends, I've shown you the video of Orangey and Handsome Finance. Orangey, he's trading 15-second time frames. 15 seconds. So he's getting in, he buys something, maybe he's followed by a bit after him, he sells on a 2x, he's out. He puts $200 in, he gets $200 out, he's done. Literally 5 seconds. He does not care if the meme's, and then he looks at TikTok for another meme just to find another one, okay? So this is their trail of them dump 50, 450K. That was literally immediately within that. Let me go check it out now. It's rugged already. Okay, so this was literally it. You are down 80% already in a day. There you go. So, but this, friends, this is what they don't care about that part. Kids actually love, here's the thing, friends, I used to trade stuff like this all the time. This is my stuff. This is my fault. My bread and butter was this, literally. You know, you're waiting for momentum, you push up, and then this is a 5-minute chart, by the way. Yeah, kids just want to trade this part. They just want to trade this. Like they want to buy here. I'm not joking. Okay, they'll buy here, they'll put like, you know, 1 sol in here, and then they get out like, you know, 50% move up. It goes up and they get, yeah, they put in 1 sol, they get 1.5 sol. There you go. They farmed half a sol. That's how they're doing it. They're not getting millions and millions of dollars doing that at all. Okay, because friends, like I said to you, every trader's problem is they completely underestimate how many trades it's going to take them to retire. They completely underestimate how many trades and how much time. See, if you knew from day one, hey, you're going to be a great trader, but you're going to retire in about 17 years. If you knew that at the start, you're like, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to buy and hold. Because the other thing's 17 years. But no one knows it's going to take them 17 years, if ever. They'll literally never do it. No one knows, hey, I've got a snapshot of you 7 years from now. You've made like, you know, $80,000 from your, like your 40K, whatever it is, and like you are still grinding your wheels, then you have a big loss. No one ever knows that. They think that because we're overly confident. So, I mean, like, it's sad, but it is what it is. Like, Soylana Jeet Kids, you're cucks, man. Like, I don't get it, man. OnlyFans, Generation G. And it is there, friends. Like, it is. I've got another video coming out here because we've got to speak about paid groups and stuff. So if you have a chance, friends, to get in... Look, I'm just telling you now. If you have a chance to get into a paid group, I'm going to give you a full video on it. You got to do some stuff. Like, try to talk to the leader. Try to get the information earlier because you can front run his audience because it's a dirty game. That's it. Like, and by the way, if you're in any group and there's more than 100 people, and by the way, even 100's a lot. Yeah, if you're in any group, there's more than 100 people, there's no edge. Okay, there's no short-term edge. I've got to specify. There's no short-term edge. If you're doing shot calling, trading to do that, there's no short-term edge over 100 people. Friends, I've even known groups where the most amount of people you can have is 12, about 10 to 12, because half the people are sleeping, and yeah, it's just not just a shoot. But there's some of these groups that have like 500 people, 1,000 people. Orangey had 30,000 people. For the people who are... So I'm going to show you now. Unfortunately, there's like Orangey. I don't know why, dude. The guy's making $300,000 farming his Discord subscription, guys. And I don't know why, bro. He just full sended a coin out. He took out 100K. He just did that, and then like, dude, I don't know why Generation Jeet Kids they do this.
For the people who are texting my number and stuff, like, I literally have nothing to do with the situation. I want to be left out of it. Like, I was just supporting my Fortnite teammate. Okay, like I really don't want to be in any of this.
So it's just weird teas and stuff out here. I don't know what's going on, man. It's just be careful when it comes to these paid groups. You're probably surprised, right? Sommi, paid groups though, like because you're expecting me to say, don't do them, don't join them. Yeah, by default, don't do it. But if you are in one and you hear of a friend that's in there, try to get the premium access so you can hear it from everybody. It's a dirty game. That's what they all do. Everyone with a subscription or a VIP, that's what it is. That's the whole game. Because look, this is the truth though, okay? This is the truth. Yeah, if you find the group, like if you're Orangey, he's got 10,000 people that are going to buy any coin he shills. Yeah? So if you can get into his insider group, pay premium, and you're in the top 100, yeah, you get to buy, and then you're dumping on his followers. Because unless you're the follower and you get dumped on by them. I'm just trying to help you. Okay, now I'm not, I don't waste my time doing that, but I'm telling you this is what happens because new people come in. I don't know what's going to happen. Not everyone believes what I say. Yeah, it's just like your parents when you're growing up. They're like, hey, that friend is trying to use you. And you're like, no, that friend's cool. You know what I mean? That friend's really cool. And then later you go on, that friend backstabs you, steals money from you. And dad's like, told you. But it's the same thing here. But you will have people that kind of like, they find that someone's successful, they see an interview with them somewhere, they join the group, they get in, and that they only hear the positive testimonies. Like, oh, you changed my life. I just made a 3x. I put in 30 grand. I made 3x. You hear that part, and then there's the next part that comes at and that washes everybody. So they are obviously to be avoided, but naturally in a bull market, friends, the thing is, there's an abundance of people coming in who are financially illiterate, okay? You know the average IQ is 100 in the middle? Yeah. The average financial IQ is more like 60. People have absolutely... Because our default human fallacies, they're like so bad at moving for markets. They really are bad. You're not meant to be like going with your emotion, you know? Like, we're all default, our IQ's 100. Yeah. If you see somebody and you see them like stealing money out of your wallet, well, you're not going to invite them to your wedding, are you? You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, you learn that by default. But see, that's your default street smart. But in markets, we don't have a default thing that works. Our default mentality is losing money. Our default is do what feels good, buy, and then sell what feels bad. And then also, oh, this person has an 11 winning streak, hot win rate. Let me follow them, and you don't know, oh crap, they're about to mean revert. You see, our brains, they're built for momentum. Keep doing what's working and stuff like that. We're built for that. We're not built for mean reversion whatsoever. That's obviously what you got to do in markets. Buy low, sell high. Yeah, that's why friends, fading stuff is, you have to learn it as a skill in markets, So obviously you can't do it in real life where like, you can't say, we're at a Friday night birthday party. What does everybody want? We want pizza, yeah! You can't go out and say, guess what? The contrarian's coming out here, brother. No one's getting pizza. You understand? No one's getting pizza. We're going to get vegetables. I'm going to cook you up a hot meat and steak gravy. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that, friends. It's not going to work. In markets, though, you can do that because people are allocating units. You're betting against it all the time, and there's a price chart. Okay, so paid groups and all that shang, that bing bang stuff, it's coming. The more of them are going to come out. I don't know if you guys remember in 2021, there was an XRP paid group. So there's an XRP big pump group. And their job was to pump XRP to like $10 plus. They got it to about $1 or $2 if you remember that. That was amazing just to see that happen. And then on the announcement, they announced like a date. And then as it happened, it went up a bit and then it dumped immediately. I don't know if you guys remember that. That was a 2021 story. But yeah, so where to from now, friends? Obviously, we want to know where to from now. I've covered a lot of juicy juice here for you. Prices are still absolutely poop. This is the total crypto industry. Look, man, but I know that there's Elliott waves and there's economic recessions and all this other stuff. Bro, how can you tell me crypto, living in a world now with AI and economic agents and Donald Pump, how can you now tell me crypto's got to end early? I don't believe it, dude. I don't believe it. They printed way too much money, dude. Way too much money, man. Everyone's in crypto now. Everyone's getting in. And the prices are nowhere near reflecting that. You might say, Sommi, well, how do you know the prices aren't reflecting that? Look, dude. Look. Well, stocks are 150 trillion. Property is 200 trillion. Let's get to 10% of that. Then we're going to start to worry. You know what I mean? Get to 10% of that. Just 10%. 15 to 20 trillion. Maybe we're worried at 10. Okay, sweet. But we're at 3. We're closer to 3 trillion. You know, like this arrow stands us to 10. When we're up there, then we'll talk. Like, subscribe, beta button, all. Catch you soon.